The football Fiesta event is now live on Kingshot, and this is, of course, a soccer slash football event related to the FIFA World Cup going on right now. And this event is like every other event, very pay to win, but also extremely high value for small amount of money spent, but also decent value for free to play if you play your cards right. So this is, of course, a unique event for the skin. It's a soccer slash football arena stadium, and it is a very cool skin, as usually these skins always are. However, it is going to be locked behind getting either top 10 in the event, as always, or getting 12,500 points. And this, in my opinion, so far, from what I can see, is going to be extremely expensive. And the reason I'm saying that is because it works in such a way that you get energy bars from a lot of stuff in the game, including paying money. And then you spend 20 bars and you'll see you get 2 points. So that means that you need 10 bar for 1 point. Now, if you're looking here, to get 12,500 points, you need 125,000 bar. And that is a very, very high amount of bars, because looking at all the other events related to it, you are getting a few hundred slash maybe 1,000 every day here and there. But looking at everything you're going to get here, you're going to get, maybe 20, 30,000 from all of these events and all of these, other stuff here, 1,000 here, a few hundred here, and so on. But to get 120,000 or 125,000 is very, very far. You need to spend a lot of money or a ton of gems and speed ups, and more than usual. I've seen these events before, and it's usually 7 million gems. In this case, it seems to be like 12 million gems. Now, one thing to keep in mind, there is another thing here. If you look in the event, that you have a chance of getting a lucky streak. So that's a 0.2% chance, but that will mean that you get free shots. So you can get up to 11 shots for free. So we're talking about 11 points, but you can get 3-4 shots if you're lucky. And then on top of that too, like, there is chances that you fight a junior goalkeeper, and then sometimes you'll find another one, the shot stopper. So if you look at the rewards here, like, this is the guy that's here. If you score, here are the chances of what you're gonna get. So, good rewards, but small percentage. If you shoot but don't score, here's the rewards you're gonna get. Then once in a while you'll get the shot stopper, and he has better rewards if you shoot against him. So this is going to be random. You'll see here when I shoot, like, the percentage goes down because this guy gets tired. And sometimes you're going to be lucky and score. Now, the other thing here is that there is also this GOAT prize. Now, the GOAT prize is fully RNG, but it can make you win thousands of these bars. And this will mean that you are going to have a good amount of free bars if you hit the GOAT prize. So far in these events, I personally have never gotten it, and I've shot and spent money on them. So it's not like it's happening often for elite players, but it's a very small chance of getting the gold prize when you shoot. So now I want to show you this lucky streak. I've just been hitting the ball for a little bit to show you. So it does happen once in a while. Like I said, the percentage here is like very small, but I did get it after shooting a little bit. So this means that your next few shots are free. So you're going to see, like, combo 1, I got 2 points for free. Then the goalkeeper goes down. Combo 2, so I have 2. Then I have 2 more. And I have 2 more, and then I have 5. So a combo of 5, that means I got 10 points for free, which, in itself is worth, a good amount of these bars. So there we go, I got 6 combos. So I got 12 of these points for free. So, I mean, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does happen, you're going to get a little bit of this for free. Now, the only thing that we need clarification here is that the 0.2 chance, is that from every shot, or is that from every one of these spent? So because you're spending 20 every time, maybe you don't need as many. Now here it is. You see that I got the shot stopper after killing the junior guy quite a few times. It took me basically 100 of these shots even to get it. So I mean, I got 50 shots with 20 each to get this guy. Now, other than the fact that he looks different, his rewards are much better. You'll see I'll shoot him a few times, and the reward that you get, like, you look at what I've got before, it's a lot of like green shit, like a lot of, very meh stuff. Now this guy seems to be, more purple and orange stuff, but you see he kind of disappeared after 3 shots. So he doesn't stay very long. Now I got another lucky streak again. So this kind of leaves me to believe that it would be the triggering chance of 0.2% might be related to the amount of these bars spent. So because you're spending 20 bars every single shot. Maybe it is that you need 500 bars spent to get 100% chance, meaning that you would need 500 shots to make 0.2 into 100%. However, if it is related to the amount of things spent, that means that if you're spending 20 every time, you need 25 shots to spend 500 energy bars. So if that is the case, especially considering the fact that I got 3 of these lucky streak in 124 points, which is less than 100 shots so far. So this makes me think that this percentage here might be, like as I said, not exactly what I'm thinking. So in this case, this would change the math around this event quite a bit, meaning that you will then get a large amount of extra stuff, because if every 25 shots you're getting 3 or 4 shots for free, like we're talking something that is going to be equivalent to almost 20% of free rewards, because you're getting a lot of shots for free, and then sometimes you get up to like 9 or 10. So the math behind this will definitely change. Now, if that is correct, and this is very, very rough math, but that would mean that instead of 125,000 of these needed, you would need closer to like 100,000, because you would have ish 20% of free shots not accounted for in my calculation. So it's still a very large amount, but it would be like significantly better, especially for the whales. If you're spending 500 bucks, getting 80,000, well, then the last 20,000, most of it you're going to get from the event, so you don't have to spend much at all. So I'm using the auto shoot now. I put 100 shots in there. If I'm correct, we should be seeing this free shots lucky streak like this happen 4 times for 25 shots each. So let's see exactly what it goes and what it looks like. I obviously got 1 already. Now the auto shoot goes much faster, and so it will be easier, but let's see how many times I can get the lucky streak in 100 of these. Okay, so it's over now, and in 100 shot I got the lucky streak 6 times. So it could be that I'm just lucky. The math would have been at least 4 times, but I think it just confirms that you are going to be getting between, let's say, like 1 or 2 free shot to maybe 3 or 4 free shot, you know, every times you shoot 20 to 25 times, which again is 20-25% free extra reward. So to conclude, I would say most likely that in order to get the 12,500, you will need around 100,000 total, maybe a little bit less if you're lucky. There will be RNG into play here, so maybe between 90,000 and 100,000 of these protein bars, energy bars, or whatever, to get the skin for sure. So you will need to spend a lot of money still, but it does seem to kind of make it a little bit less painful. One more thing here regarding the green arena too is that you get a prize after 300 points, so using 3,000 energy bars, which is very good. Like the prize here daily is good, and you are going to get, you know, a few thousands every day ish for free. Like let's say from this event, for say you're going to get, you know, over 1,000 here and stuff. So this is a good goal, especially if you're a free to play or low spender. You should aim for this 300 a day and then stop, save for the next day, and then shoot the next day, because it's, you know, free reward. It's not huge, but it's something. So this is a good goal for lower spenders. And then for whales, of course, it's a whole different game. Now this event comes with its own pay to win pack. You can see it right here, the Grand Glory pack. The first one is free and it gives you 100. It also gives you this cool thing around your nameplate for 3 days, but there's a way of getting it permanently for some money. So this is nice rewards. And then you'll also see that there is going to be packs and packs. So the first pack for $5 gives you 1,000, and as the packs continue, there will be less and less reward of energy bar until you reach the last max packs, which then are usually huge into energy bars. You also get this frame, which is very cool. Like everything about it is good. If you are going to be spending money, these events are by far the highest amount of reward, because not only are you getting some decent reward from money spent in terms of true gold and resources and forge hammer and whatever, but you're also getting the energy bars, which then turn into more rewards by kicking the goals. Now I will be buying a few of these packs to show you guys. So from $5 for 1,000, double the price, so $10 US for 1,600. So the ratio went down significantly, even though the rewards themselves are still very good. Now the next pack, again, this is $20, so doubling again, and we're at 2,200. So we're basically getting even less so now, because it used to be 1,000 for $5. Now it's 2,200 for $20. And now we have the $50 one, and we're at 5,000 energy bars. So this one has a significant boost. We went more than double the previous pack, and this month I have been kind of saving to go all out on an event like this. So on this one, I'll be able to max the pack and show you exactly what you're going to get. Now, the $100 pack here it is, and this one is 8,000. So we quite didn't double from this $50 pack, but again, we're getting some very high value. The other thing too about these packs is that Forge Hammer, True Gold, Speedups, of course, Resource, it's always kind of the same ratios for everything, but True Gold and Forge Hammer are generally very high value, so it is a very good pack for that reason. There's nothing in here that's wasted. And now lastly, I purchased the last pack, and you can see that now the $100 pack is giving 20,000 energy bars. So this is what I was talking about. The ratios of the rewards kind of change after a few packs. So even though it's the same exact price as the previous one, this one gives way more energy bar. Like, this is where the ratio is, and this is how you get the 12,500 points, because you get 60,000 if you buy it 3 times. You can see it says remaining 3, which means you can buy this pack 3 times. You still get very decent rewards here, but the ratio of them is a bit less good in my opinion. Like, the True Gold was better than the chest, even though the chests are still good, but it's a completely different kind of pack. And so from here, you could get 60,000 of these for $300 US, of course. And this is where the real juicy kind of like energy bar source is. And this is why these skins are usually well only. So if you have purchased every pack from the $100 one all the way down to the free one, you are going to have 18,100 of these energy bars. Is exactly what I have. I owned is 18,100. So this means that plus the 60,000 here, it would cost you about $500 US, and you would have just about 80,000 of these bars ready to go for the skin to be unlocked. You will get some from these events on every day. You will get some here, like there's 10,000 here for free. You will get some from, I think, this event a little bit here, but you will have to complement anything else that's missing with gems and speedups. So how does this work? Well, pretty straightforward. So defeating beast and gathering resource is something you should do every day. You don't have to do it on day 1. You have 7 days to do it, but make sure that you get all 10,000 of these for free. It is going to be very easy to do from playing the game regularly. So for gems, it's about 1 bar per 100 gems spent. So if you buy 5,000 gems of an item, you're going to get 50 bars. So for example, if I go here in the store and I go in gems, and this is a good item to buy because it's always needed. And if I buy, let's say 10, that's 5,000 gems right here, and I got 50 bars. So you are going to require many gems, because if you need 12,500, well, that means you need to be buying 12 million gems worth. Now, you are not going to need that, especially if you're spending money, but if you were only to use gems, you would need 12 million gems, which is pretty absurd. It's obviously a whale only type of thing, and it is going to be, even for whales who spend $500 US on their packs, if you still need, like, let's say a few hundred or a few thousands of these, well, you are going to need to spend like hundreds of thousands of gems to get them. So a very, very expensive here. In terms of speed up, it's not much better. I tried 10 hours of speed up and it gave me 50 every time. So that means that, you know, to get like 10 of these, and it seems to only go in chunks of 10. It's always like 10, 20, 30, 40. So I've never been able to get it one at a time. So for 10, you're going to need to spend about 2 hours of speed up every time. Again, if you are going to need thousands and thousands, you're going to have to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours of speed ups. So it's very expensive and it's not recommended. But like, if you're really going to go for the skin as well, you are going to spend the $500, and then I'm guessing you're still going to have to spend like 100, 200 hours of speed up and maybe a few 100,000 to a million or two of gems, even to get the 12,500. So it is really the most well-only skin I've seen out of all these events so far. Now, moving on to the other events of this event, it's always the same thing here. So the first one is, again, another pay-to-win type of thing. You spend a few dollars to unlock something like this, and it gives you decent amount of reward. And then you spend more dollars to spend this, and you get a lot of these defense troops and all that stuff. Like, you get also a 14-day skin. If you are spending, it is high value. Like, there is a ton of value for the money spent. A $10 pack giving 90 true gold is very good, as well as tens of thousands of gems worth of reward, 10 shards. Like, it's very good. Now, the coach of legend, this is the same type of KVK slash Hall of Governor event that happens at every one of these events. And just like every other event, it is complete trash. And I will keep saying this over and over. Do not do anything except the bare minimum. Like, I have more points, of course, because I've done some recruitment and whatever. Like, if it happens that you get more points, so be it. Like, but do not spend anything, like any of your resource whatsoever for this event. It's complete trash. The rewards are extremely low. It also is bad for your server, for KVK and Hall of Governor, because you're missing out on points and rewards. And you only need to do the minimum. You must do the minimum 100%, because the amount of free energy bar you're getting here is huge. But after that, completely stop doing any kind of spending, because the daily rewards here are, you know, decent. Like, it's a few thousand gems, but like, unless you're in the top 3, like even the top 3, like the 3rd position, it's super low reward. Like, this is worth less than a $3 pack, and this is the same rewards every day. So, and if you're at the top 1, you're going to be spending $100 worth of resources to get something you can get for a $20 pack. So it's just not worth it. And the total ranking reward, again, unless you're in the top 3, everything afterwards, like the 4 to 10, like this is exactly like a $50 pack, not even, maybe a $30 pack worth of item. Like, it's very low value. Now you're thinking, sure, like a $20, $30, $40 pack worth of item, it's great. You're not going to get top 1. There's going to be a whale who's going to get it no matter what. But like, if you're spending $500 worth of saved up resource to get a $50 pack worth of item, it's just not worth it. Like, especially because it's only tokens and gems. Like, the speed ups are extremely low amounts. And I mean, you're not needing it. Like, it's wasted for KVK. It doesn't do anything else for your account. It's just basic rewards, and you're wasting so much of your hard-earned saved stuff. You would much rather do it on Hall of Governor or KVK, because then you get hundreds of tokens of certain heroes or benefit your kingdom in general. So again, I'll say it every time this event comes out. Everything on this event is wasted. Spend the bare minimum to get the daily stuff because you need to, but that's it. Now the next one, this is very straightforward. Like, using gems, you get a reward. Using speed ups, you get a reward. Hunting terrors, you get a reward. So just do them all. There's also one here for purchasing. Now you need to purchase a pack that contains 2,500 or more, which means that you need like a pack that gives you like this thing. So you need a $5 pack, those 2,500 tokens. It needs to be a $5 pack or higher. But if you purchase this pack, for example, then you get it. So it's really good. The value here is huge. If you don't purchase this one, you miss out on these rewards. And these are huge rewards, to be honest, compared to the other ones. Like, so you lose this one, you lose this one because you don't get the full line, and then you lose this one. So if you are going to be spending at all, at least spend $5 on this event, because you get a very large amount of rewards. But if you don't, I mean, you still get quite a bit of free stuff. It's just the biggest reward is still locked behind the $5 purchase. Now the top up benefits, of course, I have topped up a lot because I bought all the packs for the video, and this is great reward for someone who's spending. But actually, for the amount of money spent, it's extremely low reward. But because you're spending it on another pack that gives good reward, like this is just free bonus extra. So of course it's nice. Now the really cool thing about it is this skin. So this is a permanent skin, and this makes your, basically like this portrait that people look at will be like this permanently. And this also gives squad lethality. So this is a new way of getting buffs in the game, which is gonna again change a bit of the meta. So I mean, it's very worth it to get this, but you do need to top up for 3,000, which is like close to $50, a little bit more than $50, I believe. And then of course you will also get the movement skin, which is for the March skin. And I mean, these are very cool, and this one is pretty unique. So it's really the reason it's a pay to win show off, but it is very nice to get for the amount of, you know, rewards you get for this event in general. Just adds up to it. Now I'll activate it just to show you guys what it looks like, the permanent one, equip it, and you'll see here now in the bonuses that there is a new line for lethality that goes up to 150. This line didn't exist before. So this means that we're going to have another way for whales to get even stronger than free-to-play players. But I mean, right now there isn't many of them available, but for sure these will now be available at every single event, and you'll have to spend money for them. And the place where they show up is in the wilderness here. If you click on your city, you can see the skin is around me now. So this is where you're going to see it when you click on other players. You can see some people have it, some people don't have it. If I look on True, of course, he has it. And you can also see now the new buffs from the Eternal Domain are live. Now it is around the player based on the amount of money spent. And this is a whole thing that happened as well during this update. A whole new way of leveling up these skin for basically the black hole skin, and it goes all the way to a golden hole if you spend $750,000 on the game. Now, the last thing to mention, we don't see it yet in this screen, but like every other time this event comes out, or any event like it come out, there is always another one that comes a little bit later. So like maybe 2 or 3 days in, we will have another event, and it's basically just going to be a pack like this to purchase, and it's going to have a island item. So it's going to be purely one of these island items, just like all the other events that we've gotten recently. So it's going to be one of these here that will appear. It'll be a pay to win pack, and that's it. So mostly again for Wales. Now that's about it for the football Fiesta event. If you have any other tips, please make sure to share them in comments below, as well as if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Now, I don't have the exact math confirmed behind this, but again, I believe it's about 100,000 that you need for the bars to get the skin. It seems to match with what I've calculated, but if you have the exact math, also feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.